Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to the Mike Wagner Show at gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the donate listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We've got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Deezer, Stitcher, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with a wonderful singer-songwriter and session player out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He attended Berklee College of Music, and also he got a master's degree in psychology at Duquesne University. And he's also got an album out called Passions Collide, and featuring the single Redemption, or should I say that's the other way around as well, too. He's been a session guitarist, worship leader, and guitarist at several mega churches, and he's done many things like classic rock, flamenco, jazz, more, and also he'll be an upcoming project we'll talk about as well, too. And having passions collide, and with Redemption's Cry, and live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we got the very, very, very talented, since the age of 10, Brady Novotny. Brady, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, no problem. So you started playing the guitar at the age of 10, and you worked your way up. You also been in the Pittsburgh area, attended Berklee College of Music, and you also studied psychology, got your master's at Duquesne University. You've been a session guitarist, worship leader, and you play guitar at several mega churches in the area. You also been a guitarist in classical, rock, flamenco, jazz, and more. You also have an upcoming project. We'll talk about that. But first of all, tell us how I got started.
How I got started. It's a great question, but I just always loved the guitar from a very young age, and fortunately I inherited one from my uncle, and I think that same year I started taking lessons and really never really looked back. So I've been playing since like I said, 10 years old. Started out on classical guitar and switched to electric guitar when I was able to afford one.
Mm-hmm.
And when the parents were ready to buy me one. But yeah, it's been a long journey, but it's been a fun one.
That was amazing too, and also a little interesting story as well too about your first guitar lesson. Just tell us a little about that, and you can just kind of your thumb your nose at this person in a way. So
yeah. Well, the story goes is my dad found a guitar teacher in the area, and I was being 10, I was pretty intimidated, and I didn't know how to play the guitar. So you go to a teacher to teach you, and I was pretty nervous. So walking in, and he pulls out, he teaches you how to read music, how to put your hands on the guitar, and you're trying to remember all this stuff at that age, and it's really difficult. And I think after the first lesson was done, which is half hour, he basically said don't bother bringing them back, or he doesn't really have what it takes. And I think even my dad was like, it's only been like one lesson. How are you going to tell this? So, but that didn't really bother me. It was kind of like, whatever, I know I wanted to play. And so I, went on to the next teacher. And it's been my passion ever since.
Mm-hmm. And also another interesting story too. At the age of 19, you're asked to teach summer guitar at a workshop at Duquesne University, but then you managed to end up getting into psychology. And how'd you go from teaching summer guitar over to psychology?
Well, I was a full-time musician, doing all the gigs around the city, and teaching wherever I could, and teaching seminars at the college and university. And so it was a pretty good way to make a living. And I started, I eventually got into touring and started playing a lot of different, a lot of different cities around the country. And but I came back and I got a job at one of the larger churches in the Pittsburgh area, and I was just sort of like their director of music, and so at that point I wanted to settle down a little bit, get married, and but then I really got burned out on playing guitar, so I wanted to try something new. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it just kind of was it was just an interesting thing. One day I was like, I think I want to try psychology. And so I went back and got my degree and my master's degree. And I think it's good to do that, no matter if you're a musician or whatever. I think you need to, expand your horizons a little bit. Mm-hmm. It helps a lot of things. So that's what I did. And I do that as a job as well. So not only do I play guitar and play shows and all that stuff, but I also help counsel people, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And of course, being a worship leader to the church, having psychology, counseling, I think this all came together wonderfully.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique path. I didn't set out to be that. I set out to be Eddie Van Halen, but the universe didn't say that's what we want for you. At least not yet. Mm. So,
and of course, yeah. Speaking of guitarists as well too, who are some of your favorite guitarists and singers back in the day?
I came up, through a lot of the heavy hitters, with guitar, with Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Eric Johnson, Stevie Ray Vaughan, all those guys, that came out, and that was pretty much what you listened to, and you had to really kind of emulate what they were doing, so it really set the bar pretty high. Mm-hmm. I remember going in the music stores back in the day, and everybody was just shredding, and nowadays it's not that much. It's starting to come back a little bit more, but it kind of got lost over the years. But it's nice to see it coming back. Mm-hmm. Which, it's nice to hear.
And what would you say? What's the one guitar player that you think you most sound like? What people tell you?
I've heard a lot of different ones. I know who I want to sound like, but I never can. It's weird. It's the older you get, the more you realize that you start up just playing your own way and sort of doing your own thing and really working on your own thing. Now, when I was younger, I wanted to sound like Steve Vai, and that was my big influence. And I could pull off some of his licks and do all the stuff that he was doing, but it just wasn't me. I just needed to be me. So. Mm-hmm. Over the years, I found out who I was, but it took some time.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing, too. And, of course, we're going to play your part of your song, Passion Collide, and that's off the album as well, too, Redemption's Cry and everything else. We'll talk about some of your other influences and your upcoming project. But first, you listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here at Pittsburgh native Brady Novotny. Singer, songwriter, guitarist as well, too. Session guitarist, worship leader, and guitarist at several mega churches. He's also got in the song out called Passions Collide from the Redemption's Cry release. So that's Passions Collide, and we'll play a little bit right here on the Mike Wagner Show. Passions Collide, and we'll get to Redemption's Cry as well. Wow. I am just blown away. Passions Collide, Brady Novotny. And I have to say this. Eat your heart out, Eddie Van Halen and Steve Vai. Wow. That was something. And I have a couple questions for you. Who's the drummer and who's the bongo player?
Oh, well, the drummer, his name's Larry Lefevre. He played drums and did the percussion on it. My wife kind of mimicked it for the video, but
oh, nice. Okay. Wow.
Stage, but yeah.
That is so impressive. Unbelievable.
Thanks.
Boy, it was a good thing I did play Passions Collide. We'll get to Redemption Cry in just a minute here, and I'm really having a good time with Brady Novotny. Listen to The Mike Wagner Show, themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with session guitarist Brady Novotny from the Pittsburgh area, and we just play Passions Collide. That is from the title release. We just heard that. But here's a lead single called Redemption's Cry from Brady Novotny, and it's out right now and featured right here on the Mike Wagner Show.
You're back on that road again. Seems like the only way. Sending flares from this broken hell you're in. Reaching, can't see the thing you need. Seems like you're on your own, all alone, and the world won't set you free. Won't you come around and hear my passion cry? And you'll see you in my eyes. Longing for you, waiting for you. Here I am. Will you hear redemption's
Redemption's Cry from Brady Novotny here on the Mike Wagner Show. What inspired you to write that song, and tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, it's actually I went down one day in my studio and just started noodling around on my guitar, and the melody kind of popped out, and I was going to originally make it an instrumental, but I don't know, something inside me just wanted to put words to it, and so I kind of redid the whole structure of the song, and asked my wife to sing on it, and at that time, Redemption, it has some spiritual elements to the song and everything, and it's just really about how the tough times and things that we're all going through in this world, and it's really about our redemption and finding that peace within with hopefully with God, and finding those redemption qualities.
That is amazing, too. And, of course, you were going to do an instrumental project. You mixed rock, flamenco, and jazz and everything. And it sounds like you came up with something that's very unique. It's really never even heard of. It's amazing.
I hope so. So thanks. It's nice to have it, at least noticed and received well. And it's just something I always wanted to do. If I was going to do something like it, I wanted to do something that was going to mix a few styles together that really were my passions. That's why I named it Passions Collide. So.
It sounds like you have a great passion as well, too. Talk about your upcoming project and more. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. It's powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with session guitarist Brady Novotny out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and experiences ranges from the Pittsburgh rock scene to national tours, and we'll get to those in just a minute. Session guitarist, worship leader, and guitarist at several mega churches. We just heard Passions Collide and Redemption's Cry. I mean, just fantastic tunes. We encourage you guys to check it out. You're also involved in an upcoming project, too, called Guitar Wizards Volume 5, and tell us all about that.
Yeah, it's just a compilation album that, there's a lot of guitar players on it from different bands like Whitesnake, Alice Cooper, and I think Night Rain. I mean, there's just a lot of great guitar players on it, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And that should hopefully be coming out here in the next couple months.
Wow, that is amazing. And how'd you get approached about this project?
Through my management company, Michael Stover. He's the one who somehow got it together. So I don't ask always why.
Oh my goodness! It makes it think of what was it? What was that? Was it Guitar Wizard, guitar player? It's like you try to play, but it's like the dots jump on the screen. I can't think of the name of that game.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. That's it. Sure. Oh my gosh! I have to say this. Even as simple as I failed.
Sure.
Well, of course, speaking of lessons and everything else, you also have some guitar tutorials on your Brady Novotny website, and tell us about that and what led you to put up some tutorials.
Just giving back. I was a teacher for a long time, and hopefully I'll put some more up here shortly, but it's just small little things just to, help people expand their horizons and playing and, just having fun.
And it sounds like you're having fun as well, too. I think I'll pick one up and play after I get done with you as well, too. And, of course, you've been on tour, nationally and everything else. And I think it didn't mention, who you specifically toured with and what was it like, touring with Certain, and what was probably your favorite?
Well, touring, it's just, it's fun, of course, you're just you're playing every night, and, for me, we were flying everywhere. So, you'd fly to a city and then drive to another one and fly to another one. So, it's a fun lifestyle, for a little bit. Sometimes you miss being at home, but you get to do what you love, and there's nothing negative about it, really.
It sounds like you enjoy what you're doing as well, too.
Yeah.
And what do you consider most defining moment, or what would you say was your funniest moment?
With playing, man. Well, I guess my defining moment would be more. Recently I got to open up for a guitar hero of mine named Paul Gilbert, and he's a pretty worldwide renowned guitar player. So I opened for him, in the summertime, and that was a really, to be able to do my thing and open up for one of my heroes was probably, just an amazing accomplishment for me. So I really enjoyed that.
That is amazing, too. And who do you consider your biggest influence in your career?
Oh, geez. There's a lot. But I would say, a lot of the guitar players like Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen and all those guys, Joe Satriani, and I mean, just that kept me, just wanting to learn the guitar more and more and more. It's really about learning the instrument, and just having fun with the instrument. It's just, being on stage and performing is great, but you gotta love what you do. You gotta love playing the instrument, and that's the most fun for me.
And any plans for a tour in 2020, or what's some of your plans coming up in 2020, especially down the road?
Yeah, we just released a new video on my YouTube, which is just under my name, Brady Novotny. For one of the songs off the album, and so we're kind of trying to get that out there, and we got some shows coming up, starting in March, and throughout the summer, hopefully tri-state area right now, and we'll see what fall will bring. Not sure quite yet, but we're looking forward to it. But we're looking forward to some music festivals and stuff like that coming up, so it should be a good year.
It sounds like a really good year for you. You're off to a great start as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Just keep on going. Now look down, keep your head down, and keep moving. Don't look around you too much, because you'll get afraid and you'll stop.
I think that's the best thing we should keep in mind as well, too. If you get afraid, you stop. Just don't be afraid. So, Brady Novotny, session guitars, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with his album Passions Collide, featuring the single Redemption's Cry. And just want to say, Brady, it's been fantastic to talk to you. You're fantastic. Thank you for your time. Look forward to having you on soon. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, your website, how do people contact you, and where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Absolutely. Well, one-stop shop is definitely my website, which is www.bradynovotny.com. You can find me on YouTube under my name. You can find me on Spotify if you want to stream it under my name. Facebook is Brady Novotny Music. Where else? You can purchase it, either through my website or on iTunes and Amazon, just under my name, Passions Collide, Brady Novotny, Passions Collide, and it will automatically pop up.
Fantastic, Brady. Just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'd love to have you back on again.
All right, we'll do.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.